Hey guys, this is Mr. Welch. I'm just going to show you how to navigate around to get resources and tools that you might need for our math classes. So this is going to work for Algebra 2 and for Principles, so this video should be the same for both of you. First thing you're going to need to do is to log into your Office 365 account. If you're not sure how to do that, you go to the Kimberly School District website. Under Students or Staff, there's an Office 365. You're going to log in with your username, which will be the usual S24, first initial, last name. But because we're using our Office account, we have to have the @kimberly.edu that's included in your email address included in that username. Your password should be your traditional password. I think that's usually your ID number. That will open up this spot here. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose OneNote. That's where our resources are going to be. By the way, that Outlook account right there is your email, how you can email me if you have questions or concerns. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on OneNote. Now, you might be able to find it in here. It probably won't be in your recent. It might be under My Notebooks. For sure, it will be in the Shared With Me notebooks. And you should be able to find either Algebra 2, Welch and Henry, or Principles of Algebra and Geometry, one of those two courses. Let's go ahead and just select one of them. I am not a big fan of the online version. I don't know why I have this problem with my computer. I know some people have never had an issue with their computer, but it sometimes will take a long time for it to load, which is super frustrating, super annoying. You can try to refresh it, and that might be enough to get it to work. You can see now I have these pages. You won't have teacher only, but you will have your name or your folders down here. Where we're going to live is in the content library. So I'm actually going to open it in the app right here because I prefer the desktop app. And one of the biggest reasons that I prefer, and it's going to probably require you to log in the very first time, and it might take longer the very first time, but big emphasis on the benefit here. When we open in the desktop version, we can right click on it and pin it to the taskbar, and then all we have to do to open it up is come to that OneNote icon, click on it, it opens me up to where I would left off. Now this is for my physics one, but let's go ahead and grab Algebra 2. And what you're going to see up here is you're going to see the syllabus, which we could look through and talk about, your basic stuff there. Your homework assignments. This has all the homework assignments for Algebra 2 for the semester. Principles will have something similar. It's not all up right now, and so we'll get to that. But then you'll see each week. And in the week, if we go in there, it says, week 1 homework. We click on that page. This week we'll be doing the following assignments. All homework is due by Saturday night at 10 p.m. And then, you're going to see videos, notes, things that I might go over that week to be specific. Let's say that in Algebra 2, the first assignment is 2.1, because that's what we're going to start with. So I would go to Chapter 2, and there I can see 2.1. Here it says, this is week, we're going to be doing this assignment. Please submit your work via an email, or you can set up a shared folder. I think we're actually going to not set up the shared folder. I'm going to give you one other option. So you can email me a picture. That's great. That's a feasible option. By the way, notice the videos right here. And then we just scroll down to where it says exercise, and that's where our assignments will start. Okay, and so we have all that information there. That's how you're going to access stuff. Down here in Chapter 2 Solutions, you can check the odd answers to your problems. So 2.1, let's see, 2.1 skill practice starts right there with number 3, 4. Then here's 5, and then the next one it has is 11, 13, 15. And so on. You'll have the odd answers for most answers in the chapter. And so you can see all these different sections. We'll do 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and so on. So let's say that you are not wanting to email me a picture of your solutions. You have maybe of your work, rather. Don't just give me solutions, give me work. Some things there's not a lot of work to show, but if there is work to show, please show that work. Just being a little bit of accountability, trying to work on that part. But let's say that you're not wanting to email me every week. You'd rather just submit it here. If I open up any student's stuff, there's some that I've created, some what's called quarter projects, but you guys are always capable of coming down here on the bottom and adding a section. Now I could have, whoops, let's get rid of that. delete that section. All right, so let's come in here. Let's click on some. There you go. So you would click into your stuff. I think quarter projects would be there, and then you'd add a section. And you could call this Chapter 2 Homework. And with that there, then anything you put in here, you can insert an image by just going to Insert, Picture, and you'd find it from a file or from your camera. Again, OneNote on a phone is going to be a little bit different, but it should still work. If you'd rather use it on a device, that's fine. You might need to email yourself the picture. And that's where this gets a little funky is by the time you've done it, you might as well have just sent the picture to me. I'm going to leave that up to you in terms of, do you want to just stockpile all your work on OneNote, or do you want to do it via picture? The thing with sending it on OneNote is just that it's there, and you can go back and say, Mr. Welch, no, my homework was turned in. You can see it on this assignment, and I can go and find it there for you. So, make sure that you have an adequate way of doing that. If you have questions, just talk to me, and we'll sort it out. But this is how you're going to navigate through OneNote. Eventually, there will be all these different weeks, and again, the textbook's going to just stay here the whole way. So just make sure you're on the right week. Keep track of the date that you're working on, and I'm going to make all work due Saturday at 10 p.m. This will be the same thing in principles. Let's see if I can jump down here. It's a little out of order right now, but you can see we have the syllabus, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. They haven't started to get put in yet. But I've got Chapter 1, 1.1. There's your notes, and the first assignment starts down here on the exercises. Eventually, we'll get the solutions and all that kind of stuff posted as well. If you have questions, please see me, talk to me, email me, shoot me a message, a chat on Teams. We'll get to it. But let me know. Good luck, and we'll see you in class.